Pisky Gold Coast Hotel. We are delighted to have you here this morning, join us for a very historic event. My name is Ato Texan. I am your Master of Ceremonies for this morning's event, and I'm looking forward to having a very wonderful time with all of you. I believe in the grace of the Almighty God, and so permit me to manager at GIZ, Mrs. Grace Insia Otute, to lead us in opening prayer. Please put your hands together and let's receive Mrs. Otute.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Shall we have a word of prayer? Father, we say thank you for today. Thank you for the love you have for us. Thank you for the small idea you put in our hearts, that you have flourished, that today we are celebrating this idea. Father, we thank you for the lives of all our participants here, that will be guided and guided. In the end, we will say, Lord, you did it, and we give you all the praise. We thank you for how far you have brought us. Today, we are celebrating your glory in our lives, in the lives of our beneficiaries, the artisans. May your glory continue to be with us all. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Otute. Ladies and gentlemen, can we put our hands together for her? So for some time now, a project has been ongoing. Now, it is a special initiative dubbed Decent Work for a Just Transition under the brand Invest for Jobs. And this was commissioned by the German Federal Ministry for Economic Cooperation and Development, BMZ, and collaborated with public and private partners to implement the professionalization of artisans, which has been dubbed ProfArt's project. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the aim of the ProfArts project is to improve the employment situation of artisans in the construction sector through capacity building, certification, and licensing under the Ghanaian Craftsman Register of the Ghana Institution of Engineering, as well as market linkages. Now, through a mobile application, the target group will gain access to a larger customer network and be able to offer their services more efficiently under fairer conditions. Ladies and gentlemen, we have gathered this morning to officially launch this historic app. If you're excited about it, may I please hear you give us a resounding round of applause. Yes, indeed, we are excited about it. And I can hear a section of the audience giving us the loudest applause, because I will soon tell you who they are and why they give us the loudest applause. Ladies and gentlemen, we are honored this morning to have a few dignitaries gracing this historic event. So I will quickly share with you who is here, and then of course together we can all appreciate them for coming. Ladies and gentlemen, first on my list, let me quickly introduce to you the Honorable Minister of Youth Development and Empowerment, Honorable George Opari Addo. Please put your hands together and let's acknowledge him. Thank you so much, Honorable, for coming. Lady Parliament for Bodi, and also here representing the Minister herself. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Deputy Minister of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Honorable Samson Ahi. Please put your hands together. Thank you so much. We also have the Policy Advisor, Economic Cooperation Development at the German Embassy, Miss Chantel Christine Lama. Please put your hands together. The Cluster Coordinator, Network of Inclusive Economic Development, NIED Cluster, GIZ Ghana, Mr. William Hugo. Please put your hands together. All right. And then, of course, the team leader, Invest for Jobs, GIZ Ghana, Mr. John Duty. Yes. So we also have a few groups with us here. Before I come to the groups, we have the Acting Executive Director and Vice President of Ghana Institution of Engineering, Engineer Samuel Magnus Edu, and Engineer Dr. Patrick Amwa Bekwin, as well as the Council of Members. Please put together for all of them. Let's appreciate them. Thank you very much. I'm reliably informed also that we have Registrar at the Engineering Council, Engineer Isaac Bedu, also here with us. Engineer, give us a wave. Thank you. Then the group I mentioned, they made the loudest noise at the beginning. All the beneficiaries of the ProfArt project. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for them. Give us your loudest shout one time. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, guys. You are awesome. Now, this couldn't have been possible without the partnership of a few institutions and organizations. So let me quickly acknowledge them if their representatives are here with us. So our partner companies includes Bosch Ghana. So if the rep, Mr. Emmanuel Lai, is here, please give us a wave. Let's see you. Bosch, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We also have the representative from Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG, also here with us. Please wave wherever you are. Great. A few more will be done soon. We've got with us the partners from the Ghana Institution of Engineers with us here. Can we appreciate them as well? And then finally, the German Embassy and GIZ. Please, thank you very much. Let's give them an applause. We will come to a few more acknowledgements of our program. We will take our opening address, and this will be delivered by Engineer Magnus Esiedu, the Executive Director, Ghana Institution of Engineering. Please, let's welcome him with a round of applause as he gives us his opening remarks. Oh, we can do it better.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. Are you a moderator or you are an MC? Thank you. Good morning, good morning. Our honorable ministers. One is from Trade and Agribusiness. Then other distinguished guests by way of partners. I'd like to mention the German Embassy and mention GIZ and all that lined up. Then I'd also like to mention members of engineering fraternity fraternity, and then all our invited guests from the media.
He's muted.
Yeah, from that place coming to our car. Yeah, just tell myself. Yeah, having to buy that again. That. You know,
Director for National Security. Thank you very much, and we apologize. Please thank you so much. But thank you so much for responding.
can offer real practical solutions to a long-standing challenge. Let us therefore celebrate this launch as the beginning of a new chapter for engineering craftsmen and the innovation in Ghana. Thank you very much.
Thank you also very much. Please put your hands. We all appreciate the app, and of course, it will be beneficial to both users and customers of this app. We are grateful. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a few remarks. One will be from our partner, Bosch Ghana Limited, and that will be given by Mr. Emmanuel Lai. And then immediately after him, we'll go to Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG, and Ms. Rita Ankra Bedu, who is the head of SME, will be the one to deliver the remarks. So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our two speakers, one after the other, Bosch, and then of course, CBG. Please put your hands together.
Thank you. Anytime I take the microphone, then I remember my pastor. I'm not a microphone guy. I like using my hands. Honorable Minister, German Embassy, GIZ, and all protocols observed. Good morning once again. As the proverb goes, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. This journey of ProfArt started years back, if I recall, 2021. The journey of ProfArt started years back, like I said, by providing quality training on power tools in various artisan disciplines and also in various regions. We started from the north to the south, east, and west, with artisan groups. We are thrilled to the celebration and the success of it. In fact, we as artisans should be very proud of ourselves. Normally, I don't even like the word artisans, but I normally call them workers. Today being the launch of ProfArt app, artisans, I think we should applaud ourselves. The app, as said by engineer and the moderator, will provide a digital platform to bridge the gap between skilled artisans and the customers. In view of that, time here is of precious and powerful commodity. Every country or community, there are two people, the poor. But one thing we all of us, being poor or rich, have in common is we all have 24 hours. The rich have what? The poor have 24 hours. It's 12 years in a year, 12 months in a year. What do I mean? With artisans, time is very precious. The way you respect time, people will respect you for whom you are. People perceive you when you are punctual. I work with a German company, and when are you coming? We are coming 8:39. 8:39 is not time. 8 is 8, 9 is 9, or 10 is 10. Time shifts or determines our achievement and affect how we are perceived. We are respected. We should manage our time properly as artisans. As artisans, our student union is the Power Tools. And when we talk about Power Tools, it's only one brand, the German brand, Bosch, always in red, as you can see. Power tools are used in various areas, in the industry, in the construction fields, wood areas, metal areas, wherever. When you look inside this auditorium or this hall, it is by your hands, artisans or skilled workers who put up the lighting systems, everything. All these things are made possible by the use of power tools. Now it's very difficult to find people doing manual work. If you want anything to do with power tools, think of no other brand than Bosch Power Tools. The importance of power tools, one, it increases efficiency and speed. If you look at the way some people work, I don't recall or seeing the last time people in the world. Using power increases your efficiency. It makes you work faster. And when you work faster, there is time to do other things. Using power tools also creates accuracy and precision. What do I mean? Those of you who are into installation, with power tools, you can do your installations and you have the best of accuracy. Electricians, for instance, all your sockets should be in line. All your fan regulators should be in line. It's only with power tools that you can achieve these. Power tools also important. Most often we work without considering safety. Bosch Power Tools comes with safety features that will help you save your lives. In view of that, it's very, very much important. Anytime you have a job doing, consider using the power tools. And like I said, on the brand that should come in mind is Bosch Power Tools. With Bosch Power Tools, you can always invoice to wherever you are, in schools, in institutions, and we are pleased to come offer trainings free of charge. Whatever you need, Bosch Power Tools is there to support you. When we say Bosch, you respond, invented for life. Bosch. Thank you.
Good morning. Charlie, this morning, there's no confidence in the morning. Good morning. Honorable Minister responsible for youth and employment, the Honorable George Opariado. The Deputy Minister responsible for trade, agribusiness, and industry, Honorable Samson Ahi. The Executive Director, Ghana Institution of Engineers, fellow partners, distinguished guests, I want to announce today is a historic day. What you'll be putting your hands together. Look. The first day we met Mr. John Duty, he said something. There are times you go, things get worse in the house. You invite people to come and do it. After they've done it, you ask yourself whether it was good they came or not. But today, that story will change. And it changed. CBG, greetings from our Managing Director, CBG sees today as a great milestone in the life of our hard-working artisans. We accepted to be part of this partnership because we did not only see ordinary artisans who were just plying their various trades, but saw in our participants great people who were ready to add value to what their hands are found doing. This is a team ready to change the status quo in various industries they find themselves with a touch of gold through the application of technology. Our role in this partnership was to assess our gallant artists in terms of bankability, provide financial literacy, and capacity building in areas of accessing funds. These were fulfilled with joy. The partnership also gave CBG the opportunity to open accounts some of the participants, as well as building their confidence in financial transactions. Today, we are pleased that finally, the journey which started on the 7th September 2021 at Radach Memorial Center, Tamale, has finally come to an end, and today we will launch it. In fact, we are full of joy. And word of this, we say, are you my idea? And to GIZ, thanks for giving us the opportunity to partner you for this project. Before I sit, I want us to do something. It's not just a Juma. The first one is Ejumapa Befie. Number 2, Ejumapa Befie Pa. Number 3, Ejumapa Befie. Yay! So we will start. ProfArt. I feel number 3 say Ejumapa Befie. Yay! ProfArt. Thank you very much.
ProfArt. 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 Thank you very much, Mr. Daniel Deborah CBG. We are grateful to you. And also Mr. Emmanuel Lai Boschkana. Thank you, gentlemen. We are grateful. Ladies and gentlemen, quickly, we will get an overview of the ProfArt project. And who best to tell us than the team leader himself for Invest for Jobs, Mr. John T. Oh, he's the team leader, so let's appreciate him a little more.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Opari Ado, Honorable Samson Ahi. I also want to add that he is my in-law, because if I don't do that, I'm in trouble. Ms. Lama from the embassy, our partners, Ghana Institution of Engineering, our private actors, Bosch Ghana Consolidated Bank, and then the craftsmen, my colleagues from GIZ, and the media. Good morning. You've been energized enough by our partner from Consolidated Bank of Ghana, although your response to me wasn't one that to give me the energy. Yes. When they said Ejumapa Abefie, I noticed Honorable Opariado was more energized because it rhymes with the government's, one of the government's slogan. Which one is that? What? Ejumera, right? Abba and Papa Abba. Ejuma Papa Abba. So I realized that he was quite energized with that. And Honorable Samson, he was nodding because it looks like we rhymed somewhere. I'm glad to be here with all of us today as a team leader of the Invest for Jobs, and indeed highly excited that finally today has come. Once upon a time, oh, there's always a response to once upon a time. Maybe the Gen Zs don't know, but when anytime we said once upon a time, time. somewhere in 2019, I had a very bad experience. I called somebody to come and work in my home, and he left. Before he left, I was looking at a job he had done, and I asked him, "Boss, look at what you've done." The response he gave me was really appalling. You know it, right? And I said, "No, this is not how you met it. You've even worsened it." The response was, and of course, I couldn't argue with him anymore, so I asked him to go. Then I met my very good friend, the former president, I believe, engineer Magnus Kwashi. Unfortunately, he's not here. I understand he is not well. I met him, a very good friend of mine. We had a conversation, and I told him, "Charlie, Magnus, I had a bitter experience last week. What this artisan did, I had to pay more than I thought I would." Then he said, "What?" Then I said, "This is what happened." And he said, "You don't know. Yours is better." I said, "You are coming from Ghana Institution of Engineering. I thought you would treat me small. But to say mine is better, you've really rubbed salt into my injury." Then there, we decided that something must be done. Yes, this is how ProfArt was birthed. There, he said, "John, Ghana Institution of Engineering can do a lot, but we don't have the funding." Then I said, "Well, the German government is giving us money." Actually, Ms. Lerma is here to represent the German government. We drive the car, but the car owners are there, and that's the German government. They've given us the money to ensure that people get decent work, decent income, and then we have a win-win situation. So I'll speak to my team. We'll see what we could do. So immediately I tasked one of our hardworking lady, Grace. Can you wave? I tasked her that you are coming from the TVET space. Work to ensure that we get this thing done. So Grace quickly got in touch with the engineering institution, right? And then Engineer Ode, if you are here, let's see. They joined other colleagues to design the ProfArt project. I recall we met in a bush somewhere in Ebri, I don't remember. We hadn't money, so we had to go to a very low cost hotel somewhere in the bush, I don't remember. And there we worked to carve, together with Bosch and Consolidated Bank, to carve this project. And I'm happy that today we are here. I wish to express my gratitude to our private partners, Bosch, Consolidated Bank, and of course, Ghana Institution of Engineering, as well as the craftsmen. Today, we're in 5 regions: Accra, Greater Accra, Ashanti, Western region, Northern region, and Upper East regions, where very soon we'll see that when we, those of us in these regions, we're able to access the app and work. So far, 2,200 artisans have received practical training. And when I talk about practical training, they had to go to universities, the technical universities, to be trained. And after that, the Ghana Institution of Engineering will really go and assess them if they are qualified to be, I used to call them engineers, right? And then the engineering people said, no, they are craftsmen, something. So with this, 700 beneficiaries who did not have any certification at all were certified, and 1,300 were licensed by the Institution of Engineering on their craft register. And with this, our M&E colleagues, led by Gifty, have gone down there and they've recorded that 867 new decent jobs have been created. I think you clap for this. And thank you. And 2,000 artisans have improved working conditions. And when I talk about improved working conditions, you can see, previously you could see them hanging on a pylon without any helmet, and they were good to go. You see somebody working on live wires with their hands, and they will tell you, "Nyamine kutanipa." And so we think all these things should be in the past. I'm talking to you now, so that we don't see you again hanging, and then you tell us, "Nyankupone denipa." And unfortunately, when you fall, you blame your old lady in the village. I'm happy, and I want to congratulate you, particularly the artisans, that you go out there and do good work. This is an opportunity for you to capitalize and be good ambassadors. And for my colleagues, GIZ, led by the component manager, Eunice, I believe and I know that Honorable Opare, Ado, and Samson Ahi will definitely ask for more. Government is always saying Oliver Twist. We will see how we extend to other regions in Ghana. Having said this, I want to thank all of you. God bless us and God bless our homeland, Ghana.
Mr. Duty, we appreciate you very much. Thank you. We have a presentation right now from the Ghana Institution of Engineering, and the person to do that, please help me welcome Engineer Joseph Odey. Please put your hands together.
My people, are you around? ProfArt again is at least we've come to a point where we're almost at the conclusion of our project somehow. Honorable Minister Youth and George Opara, Honorable George Opara, and then the Deputy Minister for Ministry of Trade and Industry and Agribusiness, is that correct? Yes, that's Honorable Samson Ahi. GIZ delegation, our friends from the embassy, and then the GHI contingent. We have our Vice President here who is standing for the President, Kwamra Bimpong also here, council members here. This shows how serious GHI takes the craftsman business. We also have David here. David, let's see you. You have been very instrumental to this project. Thank you very much. And my registrar. That's the do for you. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, somewhere in 2011, we had a law. It's called Act 819, Practice of Engineering in Ghana. Let's take note. A law. What it means is that if you're a professional engineer, if you're a professional engineering technologist, if you're an engineering technician or a craftsman, you must be licensed. Okay? So if you are here and ask somebody, as John said, to come to your home to perform a task, please ask him, are you a licensed craftsman? It's very, very important. Somewhere, if you go to some of these advanced countries, with your tag as a licensed person, you cannot work in anybody's home. So please, let's take note of that. There's a law that regulates the practice of engineering. So you can't just do things anyhow. You can be sued as well. Okay. Now, GHIE, which is the Ghana Institution of Engineering, is a licensed body under the law. And therefore, this law brought a responsibility to GHIE to care for craftsmen. They were not part of us before the law. Now, when the law came into being, we have to care for them. Now, because of this, the institution amended its constitution somewhere in 2017, 2018 to expand the scope for. And then somewhere in 2019, whilst GHI was strategizing on the craftsman business, then GIZ came on board. So thank you very much, John, and your team. I want to thank Eunice and Grace. They have been very, very instrumental. Let's give it to them. Very, very instrumental, yes. Yes. They came on board with this ProfArt project. By that time, Engineer Magnus Kwashi, as John said, had laid the foundation. So I came on board. That time I was the chair for Civil Technical Division. So I came on board to support Eunice and Grace. And then the first onboarding we had at Lansdale, Grace. Is it Lansdale Hotel? Somewhere that you could travel over 3 kilometers, you will not even get there from somewhere around the Bree. Myself and then Engineer Siedu, who was then the vice president of the Ghana Institute of Engineering, were part of the game to onboard this ProfArt project. Engineer Kwamra Bimpong, also an immediate past president, supported it. We had Engineer Charles Adams as well, the ProfArt, the first batch of the craftsmen, okay? And that time, Patrick was also the membership chair, now the vice president of the institution. So, in fact, let me say that we take this craftsman project very, very seriously as an institution, because if you look at the ladder, the professional engineer, the technologist, and then the technician, these individuals, they work with their hand. They are the people who really support the implementation of our work. And if you don't get to them and try to put a sense of professionalism in them, it means that the work that we are doing as engineers will be questionable. So we thank God for this project and how far that we have come. In fact, the concept of the ProfArt project really aligned with our strategy and our constitution. So we wholeheartedly welcomed it. Now, since the beginning of the project, GIZ involvement has been very momentous and enormous. There have been several trainings, both in soft and hard skills for these craftsmen. These were part of the protocols leading to their licensing. These craftsmen were profiled per our laid down rules before inducted to complete licenses into their professional status. Today, ladies and gentlemen, marks the conclusion of our goal. That is, the ProfArt app is now fully operational. Thank you, GIZ, and thank you to our partners. They are here. Some of our partners and collaborators, TVET service, where are they? They are here. OIC, and then some of the institutions who help them in their training. They are, let's give it to them. New Century, right? Before I sit down, I want to ask the developer CloudPort to come here and give us a demonstration on how the app works. CloudPort, Fifi, where are you, please? Let's welcome Fifi, yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you, engineer. Are you tired of searching endlessly for skilled artisans you can trust? Are you a talented artisan looking for your next gig? Introducing ProfArt, the mobile application designed to connect artisans with customers. Artisans take control of your career. Create a professional profile showcasing your skills, experience, and unique talents. Finding a reliable and skilled artisan has never been this easy. Simply post your job requests with clear details and budgets. Download the ProfArt app today, available on the Google Play Store and the App Store. ProfArt, Ejima Abefi.
Good morning, everyone. Honorable Ministers, the German Embassy, GIZ, GHIE, and distinguished guests. My name is Fifi Beidu, the cloud architect and founder for CloudPort. And our role in the project steps into a mobile application. I will take you through briefly what the application features are and also how to get some more support from us after the program. So the application is developed to support two main categories of users. That is the professional artisans, licensed professional artisans, and users or buyers looking to get the services of these artisans. Next. Creating an account is very simple. You download the app from the Apple Store or the Android Play Store. Once you're done, you set up your account either as an artisan or as a user with your username, phone, and email address. Once you are done, you get a verification code in your email or on your phone. I'll take you through real quick what the artisan features looks like and what they get to see once they are logged in. For the artisan, once you ask you the category of service that you provide, the location and where you work, where you stay, or where you usually work, and then that's a brief profile about yourself. The reason we do this is so that we can provide projects and opportunities closer to you, where you stay or where you work on a daily basis. Once you put in your profile or you update your profile, users who have created an account get to see your profile. Let's go to the next account, which is the user. For the user, what they see is focuses on. And so they get to select a category, they see the profiles of the artisans, and then they get to choose who they would want to get them to do a particular project or service for them. At the end of a project, an artisan gets to be reviewed by a user. So it's very important that you remain very professional throughout the process of the project that you are asked to work on. That is it for me. If you have any questions, if you need any support, please do come to us at the back over there, and we'll support you with all your inquiries. Please scan this QR code if you do have any inquiries, and we'll be prepared to provide all their answers for you. Thank you very much.
Oh, can we give it up for Fifi one more time? Great job there. I also want to thank a friend of mine in the house, Mr. Matthew Ansa. Matthew, how are you? Give me a wave. Just give me a wave. Nice, nice, nice. So I remember and responsible for the branding and communication, and of course, years down the line, this has materialized. We are grateful to you, Matthew, as well. Thank you. We are back, and it's a good thing to be back. All right, folks, let's move on. And of course, we have testimonials to share with you. But because of time, we'll just pick one person to help us share her story about this ProfArt. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Welcome Doris Deku, a beneficiary of the ProfArt project. Oh, come on, do it better, do it better, do it better.
Thank you very much. Before I'm going to share one of me, church amunina. And name me no artisans now. This morning, my name is Doris Akusia Deku. I'm a tailor by profession and the CEO of Ansadi Ventures. I am very delighted this morning to share my success story on the ProfArt project. I know it wasn't easy because when we all had our trainings, we were scattered. But God being so good, ProfArt project brought us all together. First of all, I want to thank BMZ and GIZ for giving me this great opportunity, because it's not everybody who will have this opportunity. Before this project will come in, I find it difficult to use the power tools. When I'm handling it, I'll be shaking like I'm scared it will hurt me or it will affect me in some way. But this project has strengthened me so much that I can now use those tools freely with no fear. And I'm very grateful. Not me, I know my team too, they are. And secondly, the project too has also helped me on how to save money as an artisan. At first, when we have money, we thought maybe buying some things were just, it's not necessary, or you can just use 50 cedis and then use it anyhow. But when this project came, it got to know us that anything that you use your money for, it affects you tomorrow. So even if you have 1 cedi, you have to save it so that tomorrow it will be a use to yourself and then your company as well. And then thirdly, I was first having certificates in Proficiency 1, but through the project and trainings, I was certified with the Proficiency 2, the National Proficiency 2, which I know for sure that if I want to go in, it will not be easy, and I have to even pay more money to get that. But the project just gave it to us for free with no stress. And then thirdly, I'm happy to be part of the GHIE family. I know before you can even wear this dress. It's not easy. For you to get this cloth is not easy, but through this project, we were all indebted to this beautiful family. And lastly, I'm so happy that at the end of the project is bringing all artisans into one umbrella, which we are all going to be on the app, which is going to help us, and then others who are not yet in to also benefit from the app. I thank JIZ. I thank all the partners and then all the friends, everybody who came together to build this app. I say, Nyami on shramu. Baby, thank you very much.
ProfArt. Oh, ProfArt. ProfArt. Very good. Doris Deku there giving us her testimonial. Thank you very much. Distinguished guests, we have our next speaker, who happens to be the policy advisor at the German Development Corporation, and she's here to share a few words with us. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Chantal Christine Lammer from the German Embassy. Thank you. Guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen. Hello. It's my pleasure to be here today, and I would just like to start with a very small personal remark. When I first moved to Ghana about 5 years ago, my German father actually equipped me with a Bosch toolbox because he said when I arrive here, I should be able to fix things in my home on my own. You know, German people like to do things on their own. That toolbox has never been opened here before. It is catching dust, so Madame Doris, now that you know how to utilize them, maybe you can also show me one day. So it is my pleasure to join you here this morning on behalf of the German Development Corporation and representing the German Embassy here in Accra, as we mark the official launch of the ProfArt app here in Accra. And I can say that Germany is very proud to be a long-standing partner in Ghana's journey
young people, ultimately fueling economic growth and innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, I must say that GIZ has been a formidable partner of the ministry in several facets of our operations and drive towards industrialization. I am therefore wish to use this opportunity to express our sincere appreciation of their efforts and encourage them to do more. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very sure that if I were to ask everyone in this room to share their experiences with hiring artisans to undertake one task or the other for you at some point in your life, we will spend the whole day here. I believe some of you will talk of the substandard nature of the work they did for you, the wastage and lack of precision in measurement of input needed to execute the work, as well as the refusal of artisans to even pick your call when there are defects after they have finished the job and have been paid fully. This has eroded the trust of Ghanaians in artisans to an extent that people would rather ask for referrals from trust friends and families than to go to the open market to procure their services. This is rather unfortunate, but that is the reality we are faced with, hence the need for a deliberate intervention to correct this situation, thereby restoring the confidence of our citizens in our artisans. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry is therefore excited that the GIZ and its partners have taken the initiative to build the capacity of artisans within construction subsector, certify and license them under the Ghana Institution of Engineering, in addition to granting them access through the ProfArt mobile application to customers so they are able to offer their services more efficiently and under fairer conditions. The mobile applications will be a game changer and help to separate the professional artisans from the non-professional ones. Let us know that you can get all the professional certification and licensing in this world, yet if you do not have the right attitude, no one will hire or recommend you despite being on the mobile platform. Such undisciplined behavior will also make people lose confidence in the mobile application. I therefore entreat you to take full advantage of the opportunities the ProfArt mobile application presents. Do not exhibit any bad attitude that will make people lose confidence to the extent that they stop using the platform. I urge you to see this as an opportunity to sell yourself and improve your employment situation, thereby achieve the aim of coming up with this laudable initiative. To the Ghana Institutions of Engineering, I urge you to take keen interest in matters of precision and attitude during training, certification and licensing of the artisans. You should likewise consider reviews received by the trained artisans of the platform during Lance's renewal. This will help to get rid of the bad nuts who try to derail the achievement of the intended aim for setting up the mobile application. Ladies and gentlemen, I strongly urge you to patronize the app because you are assured of access to well-trained artisans and provision of quality services, which will give you the value for money you so much desire. Your continuous patronage of the services available on this platform will help improve upon the system and also the livelihood of the artisans. To GIZ, I urge you to expand the mobile application to cover all artisans and all regions. When my in-law was talking, he said it's now covers only 5 regions. And where your in-laws are coming from are excluded. So I urge you to extend it to cover the remaining regions so that your in-laws will also be covered. I urge you to expand the mobile application to cover all artisans and all regions, not just those in the construction sector, to help professionalize artisans in all the sectors. Once again, I say thank you to the GIZ and our development partners, and wish you all well. May God bless all of us. Thank you for your attention.
Please, this is our honorable. Can we give him another round of applause? Hey. Honorable, thank you very much. We appreciate you very much. Yes. And so, from one honorable to another, ladies and gentlemen, he is the Minister of Youth Development and Empowerment. Honorable George Opari Ado. AKA Pablo.
Good morning. Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator, Kum MC. This morning, coming here, 2 things ran through my mind. I remember when His Excellency President Mama called me and said he was going to appoint me Minister for Youth Development and Empowerment. One of the key things he mentioned was that I don't envy your job I'm going to give you, because you are going to be minister for half of the country, because Ghana is relatively a very young country in terms of demographics. But the challenge I foresee is that you have too many young people in that office disturbing you for jobs. But the biggest question I ask is, do they have the skill sets to be able to get those jobs that we are looking for? When I assumed office as minister, one of the key things that has been bothering me is how do we formalize the informal sector? Because a lot of our people are found within the informal sector. And the challenge is, how do we move them from that informal sector into formal sector? So my first meeting with GIZ, I remember I expressed it, that the only thing I want anybody to help me do is to tell me how we can formalize that informal sector. You will meet a lot of people who have jobs, but because of how informal the jobs they have look like, they'll tell you we are unemployed, and it keeps adding on to the numbers. Just last week, myself and my chief director were having a conversation about August is International Youth Month. And so the 12th of August is supposed to be celebrated as International Youth Day. But we've decided that we'll use the whole of August to raise awareness, since now there is a ministry solely for youth development, to raise awareness and then build the rights synergies and see whether we may get other people to come on board. The question we kept on asking ourselves as a ministry is, those in the informal sector, a lot of the jobs available to them today, because of technology, in 2 years, in 3 years, in 4 years, in 5 years, a lot of the jobs they have will not be available. And so how do we take advantage of that technological revolution that is happening to be able to upskill some of their skills and also give them the opportunity? Along the line, my secretary brought me an invitation letter for this program. So the first question I asked is, what is this about? They said, oh, it's a transformational app that seeks to put artisans on a platform where people can lawfully engage with and find jobs. And then I told myself, this is the first step of formalizing that informal sector that we find. And so before I say anything, let me commend whoever birthed this dream, and let me also commend the team that has put together this wonderful app. Honorable Deputy Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, my boss, my friend, my brother, Honorable Samson Ahi. From what most of you don't know, some of them are responsible for some of us standing here today. The policy advisor from the German Development Federation, Christine Lama, I hope I got the name right. Engineer Magnus Asiedu, who led the team of engineers to this program, and they are key to putting up this. Our rep from Bosch, who sold his company very well, and I was telling Mr. John Dutty, the team leader, that he should have been given an invoice because of the kind of marketing he did. They said, oh, they are key partners, so they don't have to get an invoice. Consolidated Bank Ghana, the GIZ team that has funded this laudable program, distinguished guests, I stand and observe all protocols. Anybody I've left out, I duly observe you. In an increasing digitized world, geographic and physical barriers no longer define the limit of market access and expansion. Since the rise of digital technology, nations, industries, and individuals have taken advantage of the phase to revolutionize this space. It is within this global context that the government of Ghana, under the renewed leadership of His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, launched the Bold Resetting Agenda, a strategic blueprint designed to re-engineer the development of this nation through digital transformation, institutional renewal, and human capital elevation. In the government's recognition of digital competencies as a new currency of the global economy, initiatives such as the 1 Million Coders Program stands as a flagship intervention to equip Ghanaian youth with advanced digital skills essential for the fourth industrial revolution. By targeting 1 million young people for intensive training in software engineering, data science, artificial engineering, and other emerging technologies, it lays a foundation for Ghana to revolutionize its economic, technological, and developmental landscape. The government therefore supports every initiative that capitalizes on digital transformation. And clearly the launch of this ProfArt is one of those steps. As the Minister of Youth Development and Empowerment, I envision a demographic group where every young person is engaged in a decent, meaningful, and a reputable job in whatever industry they choose to work and contribute to the growth of this country. An analysis of the Annual Household Income and Expenditure Survey 2023 by the Ghana Statistical Service revealed that out of the 11.2 million people employed, from the over 19 million people within the working age population of Ghana, only 3.8 million can be said to be engaged in decent, in decent work, and majority of over 68% of the employed persons within the working age bracket are sadly engaged in vulnerable work. And this is what I spoke to earlier on. Some do have jobs. Their jobs may not be as vulnerable as we put it, but because we've not formalized it, because we've not been able to give them the right training, like our lady shared with us, and like what we were told about, people working without the right tools, people working without the right mindset, people working without the right kind of training. And so they all fall into this vulnerable group. If we are able to train more, equip more, and even sensitize more, we'll be able to move them from that group to decent working groups. And so formalizing is the way to go. In its response to this troubling employment landscape, that the 24-hour economy program has been introduced. It is aimed at creating decent and sustainable jobs. The initiative seeks to promote shift-based productivity across key sectors. In construction in particular, the program is expected to open up opportunities for both skilled and semi-skilled workers. The construction industry in Ghana over the years has seen some revolution in different ways, being it how work is performed to achieve requirements such as efficiency and precision, to the new skills that keep springing out of the industry, among others. Whilst all this have contributed to the growth of the industry, several skilled persons continue to be challenged by factors such as local market saturation, market expansion, and access barriers, among other key factors. And one of the very challenging things that confront us as a people is our work on precision. So you go to an artisan, he takes measurements for the same work, and in the same space, same measurement, he gives you two different works, because precision has always been one of the key things that we lack in the work we do. The government sees a lot of potential in the construction sector and welcomes every single effort and initiative to ensure the opportunities within the industry are properly exploited and the dignity of the many young people already in the sector are also restored. And for those willing to join the sector, their rights properly protected. It is for this reason that the Ministry of Youth Development and Empowerment supports the professionalization of artisans projects as a contribution towards promoting the formalization of the informal sector and welcomes the introduction of the professionalization of artisans' mobile application to specifically serve the construction sector. I must commend GIZ and its partners for this great initiative, which will provide more opportunities to Ghanaians, especially our young people. The initiative promises to increase the attractiveness of the sector to the youth by helping them not only gain employment, but to do that in a dignified way. The ProfArt projects, the ProfArt projects and mobile application is poised to revolutionize Ghana's construction industry by demystifying the erroneous notion that construction work lacks professional dignity, whilst unlocking new avenues for many skilled youth within the industry, and also for those yet to join the industry, dismantling location-based employment constraints and transforming local market saturation into expansive opportunities. This initiative couldn't have come at a better time. Actually, this mobile application came at the right time, a time when the Ministry for Youth Development has launched its national apprenticeship program to train and equip our young people with hands-on skills across several industries, which include the construction sector. This means the beneficiaries from our program, that is the National Apprenticeship Program, can be onboarded onto the ProfArt project and application to also take advantage of the opportunities and benefits associated with it. And if you heard the Deputy Minister for Trade Rights, government is pursuing a policy that we've nicknamed From Apprenticeship to Entrepreneurship. And we believe strongly that this mobile app will give our apprentices that we are training to come and support those of you who are already on that, in that industry, a springboard to find their ways onto the app, to be able to also sell whatever skills they have to the good people of this country. I encourage both artisans and consumers to capitalize on this revolutionary initiative. Artisans should get on the app for more opportunities and reach, whilst consumers should utilize the mobile application for safe quality services and promote the professionalization and decent jobs agenda that is being championed by this government. Before I resume my seat, I will plead with GIZ and its partners that launching the app alone in this room is not enough. We will need a lot more publicity out there for people to know that this app exists. Because one of the real challenges that confront us as a people in this country is finding the right artisans to get the job done. And the challenge is that in the last few years, a lot of our big construction organizations, when you go to most of these sites, the artisans that are working are not Ghanaians. You'll find out that we are bringing in a lot more foreigners to come and get the jobs done for us. I believe strongly that the Ghanaian is capable and the Ghanaian has the right skills that can help push the agenda. And so let's make sure that this app is out there. Let Ghanaians hear of it. It is only when we hear of it that we'll be able to patronize it. I will take it up as an initiative by my ministry. And on every platform, that I speak or I engage on, I will mention the ProfArt application so that Ghanaians get to hear of it and then patronize it. I will only plead, since I see a large chunk of those who have been onboarded onto the app here, is the issue of professionalism. Because nobody can sell this app better than you. And you can only sell this app by the kind of services you render. Because it will become a big reference point. So when I come on the app and I get decent service, then I'm able to recommend it to someone else. And that will be your biggest plus. But if we still encounter the same old problems that we encounter, then we'll be killing the app gradually. And I believe that to be able to formalize our informal sector, you have taken the lead, you've become the pioneers and the pace setters. It is what you do that will help us be able to follow through with our vision of formalizing the informal sector. I want to take this opportunity of thanking GIZ, the organizers, Mr. John Duty and his team, and congratulations to all of us, especially GIZ and your partners, and the project team that have led this remarkable initiative. Like I always say, one initiative or more at a time is what we all need to build the Ghana we want. Thank you, and God bless us all.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to officially launch the app. I'll kindly crave the indulgence of our dignitaries to please come forward. All our distinguished guests, please move forward. And then we stand right in front of our stage for this all-important launch. Yes. So together, let's have the rest of us stand. Everyone in this room, if you're excited about the app, it is time to officially launch it. Everyone, please stand. You do not have a reason to be seated at this point, because the good news is that in the next few seconds, we will officially launch this amazing app the ProfArt mobile app. If you're ready, we are counting down from 5. Everyone, are you ready? Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here! The ProfArt mobile app officially launched here on this day, the 30th of July, 2025. Hotel. The good news is that it is official. We have done it. Professionalism, certification, and the greater good of the professionals in this industry. Ladies and gentlemen, the ProfArt mobile app is officially launched. Wherever you are, 3 happy cheers. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Congratulations, everyone. Wow, that was amazing, wasn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, if you're excited about it, please put your hands together. If you can make some noise, make some noise. The ProfArt app has come to stay, and this is the beginning of greater things to come in the industry. Thank you so much. We want to congratulate all of you. Tell the rest of the world that the ProfArt app is officially launched, and so we should get on and tell the rest of the world that we have the best when it comes to artisans or skilled workers in the country Ghana. If you believe that this is good news, please put your hands together one more time, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll take our closing remarks, and this will be given by a coordinator, GIZ. Put your hands together and let's welcome.
So now it's launched officially. Congratulations. So, dear Honorable Minister George Opano-Addo, dear Honorable Deputy Minister Samson Ahi, liebe Chantel, dear distinguished partners, dear artisans, colleagues and partners for this implementation of this important tool. Congratulations, it's finally launched, we said. Thank you very much for being with us today here for this initial kick-off. As we bring today us all together for this event, I would like to start what our dear colleague Chantel already mentioned, the 50 years anniversary of the cooperation between Ghana and Germany. And this is what we are celebrating this year. And this is something which is important for the further development also, because let's see, for example, 50 years ago, already this toolbox by Bosch existed. Of course, nowadays, as we develop further and we develop always quicker, I think nowadays it's also important that we are going forward with these innovative ideas, with innovative toolboxes like the ProfArt mobile application. And I appreciate very much that we together develop further as a future-oriented, and our dear minister already mentioned also this idea of working together for forming skill set, which is very important, of course. And the formalization of the engagement of jobs is something which we also want from today on, and also, of course, in the future, go stronger with it. And you mentioned the precision, and I think Germans are well known for this precision. So let's go together hand in hand with this precision. I'm very much looking forward to it. The private sector engagement supported with institutional leadership, of course always with the participation of the Ministry of Trade, with the Ministry of Youth Development and Empowerment. This is how we want to continue also in the next years. We are moving forward, and I would also like to take with me, of course, the described part of you, the Honorable Deputy Minister, to spread it out, to go in more regions. Of course, we start with pilots, with models, and then we are going broader. Today we kicked off here. I congratulate once again. I hope for a lot of jobs for our artisans. Of course, also in GIZ with our more than 500 colleagues, we will spread the word so that everybody goes with this app. German embassy will do the same, I suppose. If all we do it, and if we confirm the quality of the work, and if we get a good reputation with good work, I think this is the clue, this is the key, this is the way forward. So let me close today's event by expressing the appreciation to all of them who made it possible today, to my dear GIZ team, of course. Thank you very much for the implementing partners. Thank you very much for the artisans who are shaping the future of Ghana's construction sector as described. To our partners who believed in this vision. Today we are here. There was a lot of work to do before. We appreciate it very much. And now we kicked it off. We brought it to life. And of course, the work of the everyday now to improve the livelihoods and to create decent jobs, this is what we are doing. We thank you very much. Now, let's network and exchange during a nice, delicious lunch. Let us continue working together to strengthen skills, drive innovation, and expand inclusive economic opportunities. Medase Pa. As you speak German, I also try some words.
Ah, yes. Danke. Wow, nice. Oh, won't you appreciate him? He has tried, though. All right, so folks, we've come to the end of our program. A few things to let you know before we leave the room. We'll take 3 sets of photos. The first will be only the dignitaries seated in front, all of them on the stage, 1 group photo. After that, we will have the beneficiaries also join the dignitaries. That will be the second photo. And the third one is the entire room. Everyone who came to the event will join, and then we have a big family photo. So folks, let's have our distinguished dignitaries please come up stage for the first group photo. Photographers, please take your positions. All right, are we excited? Is everybody ready? Okay. Happy smiles. Yes. Thumbs up. Yes, another one with thumbs up. It is officially launched, so a thumbs up to the mobile app. Fantastic. All right, let's have the beneficiaries, please, join the distinguished guests. Are we ready? Any more? Okay, happy smiles. Now, thumbs up, everybody. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Are we ready? Okay, now the rest of the house. Everyone, join in. Everybody. So I missed one, the project team. They will take one exclusively after the general photo with the dignitaries. So project team, please be on standby. After this one, we would have one exclusively with the distinguished guests for today. So everyone find a spot. Everyone should find a spot. We're taking a very big family photo for the memories of today's launch. I still see some people seated at the back. Can we have you also join us? ProfArt. 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 Congratulations, everyone. Thank you very much. Let's have dignitaries, please wait for one last photo. That is with the project team. Let's have the project team now. Project team, please join us for this next photo, and then we are done. So I'm reliably informed that lunch will be served at the restaurant on the 3rd floor. So kindly take note. So every grouping, kindly consult your leaders. We have given coupons to every team that is represented here. So kindly see your leaders. All right, take your positions, project team. Are we set? Happiness. All right, thumbs up for the next one. Thank you very much, everyone. It's been an awesome time. My name is Ato Texton. God willing, I'll see you at the next event. God bless you and see you later. Lunch is served at the restaurant on the 3rd floor. Please do well to go for lunch. Last time, handles discussion.